My bad. I caught the ball, or he caught the ball, just like swinging it. He never really focused. Keep distracting me. My bad.
A big steal when it
Oh, yeah,
still hanging
yeah.
in the balance.
Yeah, so he caught the ball and he was gonna swing it. He wasn't really looking at me, so things like that. I just trying to jump in, and I did. And I just saw wide, like, I was trying to freak it.
I got a quick question. Recently, with OG Fortnite being released, have you been landing Moisty Meyer or
I don't play games. This question was that, bro.
Where does this rank? Where does this rank among the most memorable games you've played in your career?
For sure. Top two, for sure. Top two. I mean, 1 and 2 ain't changeable. I feel like I always got to go PCA championship. Always number 1, but this one, it's right there.
Why do you say that? The environment, or
Which one?
Why do you say that? The environment, the tension of the game. Why is this?
Yeah, everything. The environment, tension, obviously the history behind it. This is the most vibe, and obviously wearing sticking through it and being out there.
And just what kind of energy did you get from that poster, like 6 minutes into the game?
Yeah, it was just a rush. Like, I feel like that's kind of set the tone for how the game is going to be. We want to play fast, aggressive, just keep on going at it. Coach did a good job of saying, we're just going to keep coming after. So we're huge in transition, bro. We're trying to get out and run, but plays like that always set the tone.
Coach talked about you always being present, and talked about that at the end of the game, that you're always there. Then he went on to tell a story about you going to class and being present at an early morning class and nobody else was there. Can you talk about that? And he said that you may share that video later.
Yeah, student athlete, right? In class, we're going to be on the court, so obviously we had just had a morning shooting. And they were like, got you. Go to class, they're early, 5 maybe 10. Waiting for a little bit. All right, I was there. Lights dark, so I'm just waiting, seeing this video thing, because obviously I don't want no one to say I didn't go to class, so I just had to get my proof. It's always got to be attentive.
You get a sense of what this meant to Coach Pope, kind of leading up to it, and he's lived it as a player and coach.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just grateful to be able to play for the coach that is on the other end of it as a player, so he knows everything that we go through and what we have to do on a daily basis. So, obviously, it's huge for him to play and now he's coaching it. So, I mean, we just want to keep on going out there and play as hard as we can for him.
I'm sure you've been asked this, but talk about Lamont Butler's performance coming out after not having played for 2 games and putting up 33 points.
You're saying it sounds great. He had 33 years. It's huge because obviously Lamont is pretty much the engine that makes this card go, like I said. Point guard is always such a huge leader on the court. But Lamont can come out there and defend at a high level. He always gets and score as well. It's like it's something so we missed in the past 2 years. So I mean, we're just thankful that he's back healthy. And there you go.
He's not the tallest guy. He's not the most explosive leaper. How does he get downhill and finish?
Because he's fast and he's strong. I don't know if y'all see him when he's playing, but he's like his first step is very fast. And when he gets by, he's just step on his shoulder and he can't get back in the front. So, I mean, he's not tall than anybody, but he's strong and he got body. So that's always better than being tall, not being tall sometimes.
What you think of the atmosphere tonight?
I mean, it was huge. Obviously, the crowd did a good job of just always being involved. Whether they were going on a run or we were going on a run, we always heard the crowd. So we always feed off and stuff like that.
It also seemed like every time they made a little bit of a run to try to close the gap, you guys had an answer. What does that say about this team?
I mean, we're resilient. That's what basketball is. It's going to be ebbs and flows of the game, ups and downs. We just always got to respond. Like Coach Pope always preaches that, like, just respond. If you're frustrated, put all that energy into just trying to respond on the court. So, obviously, when the team makes runs, you just want to focus on the next possession and having a good possession instead of focusing on that run.
Compared to what you heard about the rivalry,
So, I don't know. I say either the dagger or I'm starting off hot and really it's one or the other. So it wasn't like that throughout the game. I was kind of quiet. So I was just trying to cement myself really.
What'd you think of your letter from Michael Kidd Gilchrist?
It was cool. Obviously, Jersey boy. Just trying to relate and just tell me how personal this game is really. And I mean, that whole project, the whole idea that they have was huge. But I'm just grateful that we have greats ahead of us that can shed some knowledge and that are always watching.
Does that resonate with you guys? What they did?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, like every day, it's something like that I'll just always remember for the rest of my life. Really, like this is a game I'm always remember. The stuff leading up to it, like obviously the mini documentary, I'm always gonna remember. So, I mean, just being a part of Kentucky, there's so many things that's gonna happen day in day out that you just always gonna remember.
How crazy was it watching Lamont do what he did after being out for so long?
Movie, like, I mean, I'm playing the game, but I'm watching, like, bro, he 10 for 10, 6 for 6, crazy. Like, I mean, whatever he did before this game, he's just gotta keep on doing it, really. Because that was a wild game for him.
Otega, you mentioned that this is going to be a game you remember like for the rest of your life. Going down the stretch and ultimately winning the game, aside from all that and getting the win, what would you say your favorite part of today was, like leading up to the game or playing?
You said leading up to it or playing? I don't know. I would say during the game, probably just that little scuffle in the middle, because obviously like momentum, like those are big momentum swings or changes right there. So I feel like that was just a big one for us, just because obviously BG had got kind of pushed into their bench a little bit, so we just had to respond. I feel like we did a good job. After that, we played pretty solid defense for the rest of the game. And obviously we got out and scored some buckets. So I mean, that was kind of one of my favorite parts, because I feel like that's something that people are going to remember too, just that little scuffle.
Otega, what did you see on the big steal at the end? The game was kind of hanging in the balance at that point.
Yeah, it was. So that's like 30 minutes, 45 from my crib. So it was kind of close.
The first time going to the Garden?
Yeah, first time. Never been in there, never played. So
I'm sure you've seen some great games on TV there, right?
100%.
What's it going to be like to play in there?
I mean, it's surreal for real. I was kind of saying it earlier, like just being a Kentucky men's basketball player, there's something that happens every day or every game that you'll always remember the rest of your life. So it's probably going to be one that I'm always remember. It's my first time playing the Masters with the Garden. So.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate your time.